Welcome to BK Bites, where we sink our teeth into the culinary world. Today we are cooking beef bourguignon, the Julia Child way. Julia Child is an American icon in the celebrity chef world from the 1960s all the way to 2004 when she died at the age of 92. After watching the movie Julia and Julia last year, I was inspired and had to run out and get Julia's most famous cookbook, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. So of course I also had to try the most famous recipe out of the cookbook, which is beef bourguignon, or as Julia would say, bouf bourguignon. I've adapted this recipe slightly and cut out some steps proven not to affect the flavor. For this recipe, I suggest you use good quality stewing steak. I got mine from Chesterton Farm, just up the road in Cirencester. You will also need an oven-proof casserole pan with lid. Now, as Julia preaches in the cookbook and in the film, you must first and foremost dry the meat before frying. I can tell you it is key to the browning process. Like all recipes, I tend to get everything measured and prepared before starting the cooking process. Sometimes you can wing it depending on the recipe, but with Julia's I suggest the former. Also, preheat your oven to 220 Celsius or 200 Celsius for a fan assisted and 425 Fahrenheit for my fellow Americans. Firstly, fry off the bacon until nice and brown. Remove it from the pan with a slotted spoon so you leave the grease in the pan. Add your beef and fry until brown. You may find the meat will still release some water, but don't worry, it won't affect the final flavor. After about 10 minutes or so, remove the meat from the pan with a slotted spoon and set aside. Next, add your vegetables and stir until lightly browned and return beef and bacon back to the pan, then toss in flour, salt, and pepper. Give it a good stir, place in a preheated oven for 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, give it another stir and cook for a further 4 minutes. This is a great process which browns the flour and creates a nice thick sauce with depth of flavor. I plan on trying this method with all my casseroles from now on. After that, put in the rest of your ingredients, which is stock, wine, thyme, bay leaf, tomato paste, minced garlic, then reduce your oven temperature to 180 Celsius or 170 Celsius fan assisted, which is 325 Fahrenheit. Cover and cook for 2 to 3 hours, stirring occasionally. Once done, just check your seasoning and serve with potatoes or rice. And to help me taste today is my husband Pete. If you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you should already feel like you know him. You ready, honey?
I'm ready.
Go on, dig in.
Let me go first.
It smells really good.
What's the wine?
Nice depth of flavor. The wine I got to say was Paul Mas Cabernet Sauvignon from Waitrose at $6.49 a bottle, and it should complement this really well.
Yeah, you need something with some
nice
real
depth
body.
of flavor, yeah.
Lovely, absolutely lovely.
For the full recipe, go to bkbites.com.